and that is, why do Oklahomans freak out about weather coming? Well, let me tell you, we have the most interesting weather on the planet. Why? Because we can have anything from an ice storm to a tornado that is like killer wind to droughts and fires and I mean all of the things. And we have some of the best people to predict, particularly tornadoes and severe weather. They're still kind of learning about winter weather. It's something we're getting better at, but it's not our natural climate, so we're still working on predictions in that area. And there's just a lot going on in the weather around here. So let me give you a couple of examples of why we get a little excitable about the weather, and also tell you about some of the resources and things we have available here. If you haven't already gotten out, I have done videos today about the grocery stores. They're getting pretty empty, so you have until tomorrow on Friday to get most of your stuff that you need, and then at that point, everybody will be inside and stuff will be closed. So why do we freak out? We freak out because we have weather that's extreme in Oklahoma. It's either extreme heat, extreme cold, extreme wind. We tend to not do snowstorms very well, so we don't have like regular snowstorms. We have ice storms, and ice storms suck. Why? Because that means your power can go out. You can end up not having electricity for a while. We had two ice storms in 2010 and 2007, I believe, where my wife and I didn't have power for like 10 days. It was crazy because I remember going outside of my house. First of all, my house was 45 degrees. Then after that, you went outside and you could hear the snapping of the branches and the crashing around your vehicles. And it was dead quiet because there was no sound, but just the sound of those cracking trees and all the things happening. It was crazy and it took a lot. And you lost everything in your fridge and you had to throw it all away. And so it was expensive and you had all that happening. And then, of course, we also have spring weather, which we are very blessed in Oklahoma to have the best meteorologists in the world when it comes to severe weather. Um, and if you don't know, just check our meteorologists, well, because they are incredible. We have internet meteorologists that are like degree meteorologists that are phenomenal. We also have our chief meteorologists on our news stations are that the assistants to a lot of our chief meteorologists are chief meteorologists from somewhere else that came to do their work here just because they want to be in Tornado Alley. They want to be here during severe weather season because you can make a serious name for yourself in weather in Oklahoma. Also, we're home to the National Weather Service in Norman on the campus here. So we have weather researchers, we have weather technology companies that are here as well. So it's also a business for us. Our chasers, they're going to be coming in the next month or so. They'll be getting all their trucks ready, getting ready for the spring, and it is going to be incredible. My concern is so far we have had a record breaking heat wave in December. We've had record breaking rainfall, and now we're having like we could have a crazy record breaking like ice and stuff like that. This weekend it's gonna be nuts. Hello, Oklahoma Drake. Bless you as well. I hope that you do amazing things as well. So it is going to be a crazy weekend, and my hope is that we don't have a record-breaking severe weather season. But if we do, again, we're prepared for that here. Like we do know what to do. We know to go to the lower level of your house. Know to go to the center part of your house. For an ice storm, it's a little different. You do need to make sure that you have warm things. Make sure you have plenty of layers on. If you go outside on Saturday, it's supposed to be a wind chill of -11. That's not great to go play in the snow. So if your kids are going to be out there, let them be out there for short bursts and then come back in. Don't leave out there very long, obviously. If you're out there shoveling snow, don't be out there very long. Keep yourself safe. Teresa, isn't that crazy? I bet it does. She was watching my videos on the Walmart and said hers looks just like it. I'm just telling you right now, it's wild. In Oklahoma, it's Oklahoma, Arkansas into the Carolinas, all the way out. So it is a large swath. And they gave it a cute name. They call it Fern, as if it's like, oh, this cute little Fern. Don't worry. Fern's gonna smack you around a little bit if she gets a little bit nasty, and she might. I mean, as a storm, she might be a little bit nasty. So we may not like the name Fern after we're done. But they do give it a cute name so that we can remember what storm it is. So prepare for that. Make sure that you have batteries in case your power goes out. Do you have backup generators? Do you have a place to go if you need to? If you need to not be in your space anymore? Grocery stores, of course, are getting pretty much pillaged right now. Know your farmers is a great idea because you can make sure that they have what they need. Also, farmers, I'm talking to you right now. Don't forget your animals. Of course, you guys are amazing. They're taking care of their animals. They're out there. hello, is it Sandy? Sanaya, excuse me, Sanaya Collins. Um, so right now they're taking care of their farm animals. They're making sure that they're taken care of. They have extra food, some bedding, shelter to get out of the wind and cold. Animals that are outside, like dogs and cats, it depends on what kind of animal they are. If they're an outdoor dog or cat, just make sure they have shelter and warm and dry. If they're an indoor animal, obviously bring them in. Um, but there's if they're farm animals, like you have farm dogs, you have LGDs, you have livestock guardian dogs, they're not going to want to be inside. So for you to bring in a livestock guardian dog, you're going to make your life miserable and the dog's life miserable. But make sure that they have a place to get in warm and that they can get out of the wind and all of that. So it really is a unique time, and of course I love the weather part of it. And of course springtime you'll get to see me a lot because I'm like it looks like it's going to storm, and I'm all in it. I yes I do know that there are dramatic meteorologists who like to get ratings up, and I know what they do, and I know I watch them sometimes just for fun. And I know there's some meteorologists that are like really cool, and we're not going to ever raise our voice, and we're not going to get excited about anything because we don't want to scare anybody. We have transplants that come into Oklahoma that have not lived here, that from other states, and the first thing they worry about is that season, that first season. Then after 2, 3 seasons, they're doing what the rest of us are, sitting on the front porch going, "Yep, I see it. Sounds like a freight train." By the way, I was in a tornado. It does not sound like a freight train. It sounded like a can opener, and it was hitting my house, and it was not cool. And it was in actually end of February. It's a February 27th tornado. So that, and we had a tornado a couple weeks ago in January in Purcell. So ultimately, tornadoes can happen any time of year here. We are again very lucky. We have the people to tell us when they're happening and to chase them, and that's amazing. Tomorrow and Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're gonna have busy, busy, busy. Whatever it's called, coffee. That's a coffee and Mountain Dew. Actually, a mixture of the two sometimes. So if you are getting prepared, make sure you have batteries. Make sure that you've checked on your loved ones. You have a plan if you need to be somewhere else. Eat good food. Thank you, Dakota. Um, and so it is just like wow. Now I was born in Minnesota, so ultimately it doesn't freak me out a ton if there's going to be a little bit of crazy like cold weather. So I don't freak out that badly. But at the same time, we're not used to it down here, and people aren't ready for it, and it's kind of nuts. So that is something that we have to always watch out for is that people just don't know what to do. And we don't have the snow plows and we don't have all the things that other places do. So if you live up north, you're sitting there going, why are they freaking out so bad? Because we don't have the things that you have to get it done. And I always tease people and go, okay, cool. You guys think you're awesome in the winter. I say, come visit me in August when it's 102 or 105 or 110. And you're going to be like, oh, and you're going to, I mean, it's wild. If you guys live internationally, of course, your climates are all different. So, depending on where you live, you could be very similar to ours, or it could be very, very different. So, it is just amazing, though, to watch our community get out and do what they do. And so, I've been to two grocery stores, and if you want to watch it, I've got videos from earlier at a Walmart South Side at like noon, and then I have a video from the Walmart West Side tonight, and you can see the difference. You can see stuff is gone from earlier, but it is really gone from tonight. Like there's nothing in there in places. So they're just getting all ramped up, ready to go tomorrow. I will make sure and video some of what comes to see if the storm comes, what it looks like, how they did on predictions and things like that. Give them their flowers if they do a great job, and also let them know if they messed up for some reason, because I think that's also important to hold them accountable. So hopefully you've enjoyed this quick little glimpse into Oklahoma weather and our crazy way that we do things here. If you ever get a chance to come out and visit, we do have tours. We have people that come out and do tornado tours. They go out with chase companies. What they do is they usually will come in for a week or two. You will pick a location. You guess, so you don't know that there's gonna be storms, but you hope there is. They'll take you out. They'll let you go chase with them. Obviously, they keep a distance and they don't get in the way of our meteorologists. That's their job, and that's what they do. It is a fascinating place to live, a fascinating place to be. If you ever get a chance to come out here and experience our weather, I encourage you to do that. While you're here, come check out the National Weather Service in Norman. Go to Wakita and you can check out the Twister Museum. It's 30 years old this year. It's the 30th anniversary of the first Twister movie. Of course, we had the second Twister movie filmed here as well. So if you watch the movies, you can actually check the locations, and it's a lot of fun. We are a weather state, we're a weather city, and we love our weather. We're weather people. So I hope that you have a great day, and I will be thinking about all of you. And come back and visit with me and check out my other car chats. That my podcasts are available, all different topics, different things to look at and watch. And I hope that you have a great, great day.